Hi, everyone. Welcome to Computerized Accounting. I'm Mrs. Schuster, and I'm your instructor this semester. I've recognized some of your names, but most of you are new to me. So just to let you know, I have been teaching accounting for about 10 years, and about a year and a half ago, I was promoted to Director of Curriculum, Instruction, and Professional Development here at Linear Tech. So I'm not actually a full-time accounting instructor anymore, but I still teach a class usually in the fall and spring, not normally in the summertime. So I'm thrilled to be with you this semester. Let me switch to, we'll stop sharing this really quick. There we go. Let me show you our book really quick. It's Quick 2020. It's a new book this semester, and you can only buy it from the bookstore. Please do not buy a used one. Please do not go elsewhere to find it, because if you do that, then the download for the QuickBooks software will be void. You don't want to do that. So also with this book comes the publisher site Cirrus. I don't think you have a card with it. I'm not. The instructions are in Blackboard on how to activate that, and that's done in the first week. Let me go ahead and share our Blackboard screen. Here we go. And that should be sharing in just a second here. There we go. Okay, so I'm in the Blackboard screen, and this is what our class looks like. There's a lot of information that I'd really like you to pay attention to, especially this first week. There's no real assignment other than the first week assignments, and those are very short. But I really want you to go through this Welcome Start Here area, the syllabus and schedule, print that off, both of those. Take a look at the information in publisher site, but there's not a whole lot there. Instructor contact information has a lot of information. And that goes over expectations and things like that. The discussion guidelines, if you've been in one of my classes before, those are the same. And then the first week assignments. You can peruse these chapters if you want. Everything's open, but really we don't need to get into that until next week. So we're going to do a full orientation on Tuesday, August 25th at noon. If you can make it, great. It'll be live through Collaborate, and I will send out an announcement in Blackboard that you can click on. I'll have that emailed. I don't normally email announcements, but I'll email that one so that you've got that in your email. In case you're at work, all you have to do is open up your email and click on it. So I've clicked on Welcome Start Here. I just want to go over a few things in here. These are our course objectives. This Welcome to Computerized Accounting is a little bit different than the email that I sent out. So you want to read all of the information here. Let's see here. It talks about online success, my virtual office hours. So we're having that first session on Tuesday, August 25th. Part of the first week assignment is to do a little survey for me to let me know what would be a good time for you to do a live class. I know that this is an online class and there isn't a requirement, but the students in this class tend to like to be able to meet with me at least weekly, especially in the beginning, maybe not so much later on, but in those first several weeks. There's a bit of a learning curve with QuickBooks, and the students usually find it very helpful. So I will try to accommodate everybody the best that I can. This information talks about how things are graded, and I'll get into more detail on that in the orientation, the discussions, and so forth. Grading assignments. Okay, so here's our textbook information. Please purchase it at the bookstore. If you have a Mac, I'm sorry to tell you that QuickBooks does not support it on Mac. You have to have a special Mac version, and you'd have to pay separately for that. The bookstore purchase price is $163.50 according to the online bookstore, and that includes the book, the publisher site, and the QuickBooks download. Let's see here. So if you use a Mac, please locate a PC. There are some browser requirements, all kinds of stuff in here that I'd like you to pay attention to. Just look at it. And then let me arrow back up to the top. The next thing is our syllabus and schedule. And we've got our the syllabus and schedule. Just open those and print them out. The schedule is in an Excel format. Publisher site does not have a lot. Instructor contact information has quite a bit of information. It talks about how to get in touch with me, what's the best way to get in touch with me, my role in the course, and so forth, and my office hours. The next thing is our course calendar. All of your deadlines are in the course calendar. They're also in the schedule. If you're concerned about what we're going to be doing next week, print your schedule, go down to whatever chapter we're working on and click on it. It'll tell you everything. In fact, I'll do that in just a minute. You've got my grades, and then you've got the discussion guidelines. Remember to look at that. The discussion guidelines are the same for all of my classes. I think they're the same for most of the accounting classes that have discussions. But I want to look at this first week assignment. So your assignment this week it's all listed right here. And this video you probably is located right here as well. As I'm talking, we just have a placeholder for it. There's a syllabus that has 10. It's worth 10 points. There's that little survey, and then there's an intro blog. In the intro blog, I've asked you to, I'm just clicking on it right here. I've asked you to tell me something about yourself. If you have a photo that you'd like to share, that would be great. It doesn't have to be, it could be whatever you want it to be. Your expected graduation date and semester, if you know what that is, and what you're hoping to learn in this course, if you'd like to read that. There's no requirement for you to post to other students, but if you'd like to, you're welcome to do that. So those are the first week assignments. Please have those done by Monday the 24th in order to be ready for the class to begin that week on the 24th. Please make sure you have your book by then as well. You don't have to do anything with the publisher site if you don't want to. However, I know there are some of you who, once you finish those first week assignments, really want to get going. Feel free to just jump into chapter 1. If you get a little bit lost, please just wait until we do our orientation on the 25th, and I will release a lot of time working on that. I will record a chapter 1 video before that date, so there will be a video in chapter 1. You might not see it today, but it'll be there eventually. But this talks about every chapter is created the same. We've got our goals and objectives, and then we've got our activities and assignments, and this is a checklist of everything that you need to do for that chapter. Click on that folder, and it's going to take you to the assignment. And I've got a holding place for my video. There's a watch and learn video, which is from the publisher site, and I think there's a little quiz after it. Then we've got the students trial software. This is where all the instructions for downloading your software and getting into Cirrus are located. And here's an image of a student verification. Again, I'm going to go into more detail during the orientation. But there's lots of information here, so you're going to kind of work ahead and look at that. If you have any questions whatsoever, please let me know. My contact information is here in the course. The best way to contact me is through the Ask My Instructor journal. It's a private journal between you and me. Nobody else can see it except for you. Each student has their own individual journal with me, and if you post a question there, I will answer it. Now, if it's urgent, send me an email. I get emails on my phone, and I will answer those. I don't tend to check email a whole lot over the weekend unless it comes to my phone and it's something that's urgent. If it's not urgent, I will probably wait until Monday morning to answer it. But if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, and I look forward to seeing all of you this semester. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this, stop sharing. There we go. So good luck, and let me know if you need any help.